Hey everybody, it's Captain C.A. Richardson with another episode of Captain C.A. on the Fly. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about one of my best flounder and redfish rigs for fishing the marsh. But before we get to that, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Monday Night Fishing last night. It was fantastic. This is an awesome new segment that we've added to our site, and it's your chance to ask me questions in a 30-minute period, and I answer them the best I can. It's rapid fire stuff. Now, we feature a bait every week in this segment, and I look forward to interacting with more and more of you each and every week. So start tuning in on Instagram Live to Monday Night Fishing. Next, I want to get your opinion on something. We're talking about taking our flats class fishing schools that we do live 4 and 5 times a year and putting them online so that you can watch them. So if you happen to live in Chicago, Illinois, and you're a snowbird in Florida, now you can participate. What do you guys think? If you like it, give me some feedback. I want to get some feedback on Facebook. I want to get some feedback on Twitter and Instagram as well. Lastly, before we get to the tip, I got to tell you, the show that's going to air this weekend is with Mr. Flip Pallet. We're in Mosquito Lagoon, and you can watch this on Waypoint TV. Remember, all of our shows are now libraried on waypointtv.com. So go there and watch. All right, let's get to this fishing tip. I think you're going to enjoy this one. It's going to help you a lot, especially if you live in Northeast Florida, Louisiana, Texas. It's going to be pretty handy. So let's get to it. All right, here are the components, or the ingredients, I should say, that you're going to need to make up this rig. This here is the Big TRD Tail Spinner Texas Eye rig, and it's a nice, long, slim profile that I find works through grass, needle grass, all types of Spartina thin points, and is excellent for fishing around that type of cover, around oyster bars, without getting hung up. It utilizes the chin locks hook. Here on the Texas Eye, we've got the TRD spinners. You've also noticed that I've cut about 3/4 of an inch off this bait. But this long, easy profile moves so easy through the grass and around things without getting hung up. Has a great swimming action with this tail spinner. Also slows the descent of the bait up quite a bit as well. So here's the individual pieces that you're going to need. You're going to need the 4-inch Big TRD from Z-Man. This is part of the Ned Rig system. It's awesome. And then you're going to need both the TRD tail spins. These things are locked into the back of the bait, guys, and they do not come out. They are very, very durable. This is one of my favorite lures now for fishing redfish and for targeting flounder and creek mouths and around points in the marsh. And then this new Texas Eye jig. This is fantastic. Let me show you what this head does. You don't even have to tie a loop knot to this, because this head, it just wobbles and spins and goes side to side, gives your bait, it hinges and gives your bait lots of action. You're going to find that this little rig, especially when you shorten it up a little bit so it casts a little bit more accurately, is fantastic. Now I want to share with you, after you've seen all these parts, I want to share with you the rod that's going to be ideal for throwing this rig if you're a flounder or redfish guy. All right guys, here is the rod that I'm utilizing for the TRD tail spins and Texas Eye rig that I like to use for the marsh. It's the Falcon Coastal Clearwater rod. This is the 7.4 medium heavy. It's in the Falcon Coastal Clearwater lineup. This is an excellent rod for making nice long casts and probing the edge of the marsh for these fish, especially around cover. It's the type of rod that still has a medium flex where you can make the cast of a bait like this that's a little bit gangly when it goes through the air, but it has enough spine and backbone that you can really set the hook on hard mouth fish like redfish and trout. So if you're looking for a rod that's going to throw this rig really well, this is absolutely the rod you want, the SWS 74MH. That's the rod I recommend. That's the rod that we're going to start selling on the website very soon. Now I have it paired up with a Daiwa Black and Gold with about 15-pound braid, and I also like to add a section of 30 inches of 25 to 30-pound fluorocarbon. So if you're looking for a great flounder, redfish, marsh setup, guys, this is the one. Well, I hope that little tip really helped you out. It's absolutely a killer if you're a marsh angler. If you're fishing anywhere, Northeast Florida, the upper Gulf Coast, Texas, anywhere in Louisiana, that's going to be a dynamite rig. That TRD tail spins, gives a lot of action, changes the fall of that bait, gets it noticed, and it swims so good through the Spartina and some of the needle grass in so many places. That nice slim little swimming like profile going through the grass is a definitely killer for redfish, and you can catch a lot of flounder and creek mouths with it as well. So I hope that little tip puts a few more fish in your boat. Do not forget to keep watching us here on YouTube and subscribe. Also, remember, Monday Night Fishing every Monday night on Instagram Live. Till next time, it's Captain C.A. Richardson checking out another episode of Captain C.A. on the Fly. Thank you, guys.